Hey there! Today I wanted to show you guys how I actually use Izzie, my AI-powered investing dictionary, whenever I get an email or I go buy an article or I'm trying to read a book or listen to an audio and there's a word or an abbreviation about investing that I don't fully understand. And I think this is really important because I believe, truly believe, that it is language barrier more than anything else that stops women from investing. So let's take a really great example. Today I got this great email from Investopedia that's all about, high yield savings accounts that are holding at 5% and which ones are best. So first, let's just start with the word high yield savings account. What does that even mean? So I'm going to show you how to use Izzie, the investing dictionary, to answer this question. So first thing you'll want to do is just open Izzie in ChatGPT. All you have to do is just click the button, Chat with Izzie. It's going to take you right over to ChatGPT, and we're going to click here to get started. And then we're just going to say define high yield savings account. It's that simple. And then she's going to go ahead and define this in a way that's like super easy for us to understand and actually kind of fun. So a high yield savings account is a savings account that pays you more interest than a regular savings account. And now here's where I think it's important for you to understand how to ask secondary questions of Izzie. So for example, let's expand this out a little bit. I'm going to come back here to my Izzie prompts and instructions, right? And secondary prompts. So let's have her say, can you explain this like two girlfriends talking over coffee? Okay, so regular savings account, your friend who says she'll help you move but just supervises. High yield savings account is your friend who shows up early, brings coffee, lifts boxes, and buys you lunch after. So same basic concept, but way more useful. Your money is safe. You can usually access it when you need it, but while it's sitting there waiting for your next move, she's growing your money. So that's the difference between a regular bank savings account and a high yield savings account. That high yield savings account is actually like doing some work for you and compounding your wealth. But let's go back for a second. I want to also talk about adding context, because sometimes it's not that you don't fully understand the definition, right? Like, okay, got it, it pays me more interest, but like maybe you're just not understanding what all the hype is about. So let's use that prompt, that secondary prompt instead. This right here. High yield savings account matters because it helps your money grow faster without you doing anything risky. So you guys know, right? Like we could just put our money in the stock market, but then it's a variable account. So it has just as much capability to go down as it does to go up. Whereas in the high yield savings account, we get to actually grow our money without trading our time, but also without the risk, okay? So this is really good for emergency funds, future house down payments that we're saving up for, your travel fund, inflation. Anytime we don't want inflation to just like eat your money, this is a really good place to save. So Ben and I, we keep our business reserves in an Amex business high yield savings account. And then we also have a separate high yield savings account for personal. And as she says here, a high yield savings account is like upgrading from hiding cash under your mattress to putting in a chic little side hustle. So again, we want to talk about safety. And you can even ask specific questions like, is this backed by the FDIC, right? Which is like the same insurance protection, I suppose you could say, that like normal bank accounts have. And so here's the answer. Most high yield savings accounts are backed by the FDIC. So we just have to make sure that we're actually in a FDIC insured bank. So again, if you're not sure, you can ask your banker about a specific high yield savings account, but these are such powerful little tools that I think every woman needs to have in her purse. It's kind of like your, classic red shade lipstick or lip gloss. I'm really more of a lip gloss person. But that is what a high yield savings account is for, and this is how we use Izzie. And here's what's really great about Izzie. If you download the ChatGPT app to your phone, all you have to do is just click this little GPTs here, and once you have her loaded up, she'll be sitting there waiting for you forevermore. So you don't have to keep going back to the website every single time in order to chat with her. She's just going to hang out in chat. Izzie is going to just hang out inside ChatGPT, and you can access her quickly from your phone anytime you have a question. Honestly, I feel like I use her like half the time I'm studying. It's just so much easier than reaching for a dictionary, and so much less complex and overwhelming than using something like Investopedia, where sometimes you'll end up going down this like rabbit hole where you look up 10 different things and you just end up more confused. This is really a great way to study investing without the overwhelm. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what it kind of looks like to use her. Hopefully this has been helpful, and comment the word dictionary below if you would like to have your own copy, and I will see you next time.